welcome to the Guitar Show. In this video, I've invited my very good friend, Henry Kaiser. He's as well an amazing musician. And he's going to be basically showing his Telecasters, which he's had commissioned, he's bought, and he's assembled himself. Likewise, I'm going to show a few of mine, but not too many because I think most of you guys have seen my Telecasters, and I'm really interested to see what Henry's got for us.
Okay, quick Tele party show and tell. Sushi Girl, Chris Larson, Girl brand with a squid eating fish inlaid on the neck. Chris made this for somebody else and they didn't like it and returned it to him. They said the rivets around the window hurt their arm, and he said she's in disgrace, and I got her for a bargain long time ago. My Rick Kelly, snakehead, huge neck. The other pine guitar here. Here's a parts caster Tele Wormuth stuff that I put together with alembic pickups, a Wormuth second body, and rosewoody neck. Here's another parts caster I put together. 3 EMG Tele neck pickups in Strat shells. Rick Huff Skyway trim, very rare trim. True Temperament, which I love, fretboard. I made this quite a while ago. Put this together quite a while ago. The Gretsch single coil and a Tele pickup. Another rosewood neck. Wormuth. So one of my favorite Captain Beefheart albums, Clear Spot, Zuhorn Rollo, Bill Harkleroad had used these two pickups out of phase with each other. He taught me that. I was friends with them a long time ago in the early 70s. And this gets exactly that sound. Here's a neck through Tele by an unknown maker. I have no idea who made it. There's no trace of it online. A strange Tele. No one knows who made it. It sounds great. I've had this guy for 30 years. Danny Ransom Tele, made of lace wood, very heavy. Use this for slides. I've got 11 on it. A couple of Bartolini pickups. Nice Clown Vomit pickguard piece that Lindley gave me. And don't fall over, Teles. And here's a crazy one with Q-tuner pickups in it. Maverick with a material called dichrolam that looks like dichronic glass, red neck. Anyway, that's my Tele show and tell for you.
So guys, I'm going to quickly go through my little selection of Teles that I've got here. This is kind of where it all started for me, was what I call the Goose caster. Obviously it's modelled after the Cuda-caster. We've got a Valco pickup in the bridge, and we've got a Guiatone SG gold foil pickup in the neck. This is a beautiful guitar. It's very easy to play. I kind of like the thinner neck because I can get my thumb around it. It's got 610 fret wire. It's got some tasty tuners. This is a really cool sounding instrument, and it's a little bit different from the sort of copying by Cuda, although I do have a Cuda-caster and I do love that style on a Strat. It's also a very cool instrument. What's interesting about this guitar is I travelled all over the Sahara Desert, and it kind of started life as what we call a Blackguard 52 Tele copy. I think part of the body is I don't know. I don't even know where these bits came from, but I was gifted it by a great guy called Bill Morgan from Japan, and on the forums, if you go way back to the Gear page and the Ron Ford forum years and years ago, you'd know Bill Morgan. He's a really cool guy. But anyway, this is really where it all started for me. Because it was kind of given to me as a Partsacaster, I felt that I was able to and free to change whatever I wanted. So that's how it ended up. Okay, guys, this is my Thinline. I've always loved the 69, 68 Thinline, which was one of Fender's ideas. I think initially it was just to lessen the weight of the swamp ash, the wood that they were buying in at the time, and so their idea was to hollow out the guitar just to make it lighter. This is actually made from Carina wood, and it's an ESP guitar. So this was something that was already I bought as it was, but the thing I did change was I put another vintage Gaia-tone pickup in the neck, and this is one of my favorite sort of guitars. You can get a really kind of Howlin' Wolf style blues, sort of what we call sort of Mississippi Hill blues, sort of that kind of style of playing and sounding. It's really good on this guitar. So where possible, I always try to buy the original pickups rather than a reproduction, and that's the same with these two. These are two original Gaia tones. This actually sometimes has a Bigsby, and sometimes it doesn't. At the moment it doesn't, but I think I miss the Bigsby, and I'm going to put it back on, because I think the Bigsby with these two pickups, because these pickups are synonymous with Gretsch's and Guilds, and those guitars always seem to come with Bigsby, so I think it's kind of a natural thing, the kind of Dwayne Eddy sort of style. But it's got some really cool features. Again, these are vintage pots and just a Brazilian rosewood neck, flame maple, and so this is MJT body, which is I really recommend if you're going to start building your own Telecaster. Look at MJT, but lots of companies do repro sort of bodies and necks, so there you go. And here's my 60s sort of style Telecaster, and again another ESP made guitar. These were quite high end and quite pricey when they came out. This is probably about 20 years old. And you can see it's got no pickups, and the reason is because now I'm debating, should I put a gold foil in the neck and maybe something more, because it came with Seymour Duncans, which were great pickups, antiquities, but I want to put something else a little bit sort of quirkier in this guitar. But I want to kind of retain it as a 60s, so I'm not sure if I'm going to put a gold foil, because obviously you put a gold foil, it's going to take a route and all that stuff. But the chassis of this is a really amazing guitar, and we've always been on the search for that 60s telly or 60s style telly, something that can replicate that 60s sound. I really highly recommend Glendale bridges and saddles. That's what's on here, stainless steel. Try and replicate that sort of 60s sort of sparkly tone that I love with these instruments.